Hello students, this is our second lecture for magnetism. In this lecture we are going to learn about bar magnet and magnetic field due to bar magnet. Now let's start for the topic. So bar magnet, it is having two poles, south and north. At south pole it will give pole strength equal to minus qm. At north pole it will be plus qm. As these having two poles, it is known as magnetic dipole. This bar magnet or magnets having two poles, so it is known as magnetic dipole. And that two poles are separated by the distance which is equal to 2L, which is known as magnetic length. And from this qm, it is pole strength. Qm is pole strength. From that pole strength we can write down the, or we can measure the magnetic dipole moment in terms of m. Magnetic dipole moment m will equal to qm into 2L bar. So this moment is again vector quantity, and 2L bar it is magnetic length, which is again a vector quantity which gives the direction from south pole to north pole. And this pole strength qm gives the unit, that is ampere meter, as it is same as electric dipole. This magnetic dipole is same or analogous with the electric dipole, so this pole strength can be measured in terms of ampere meter. And SI unit of this magnetic dipole moment m will now ampere meter square. SI unit of magnetic dipole moment is ampere meter square. So you can note down it from here. This m equal to qm to L. So SI unit of this pole strength is ampere meter, and SI unit of magnetic dipole moment m is ampere meter square. Now here from this diagram, what is axis? It is the line passing through both the poles of a bar magnet, and there is only one axis for a given bar magnet. Always there is one axis for that given magnet. So equator, it is a line passing through the center of a magnet and perpendicular to its axis. It's called as magnetic equator, which is passing through the center of that magnet. And axis, which is passing through both the poles. This is axis and this is equator. Plane containing all equators is called the equatorial plane, and locus of points on the equatorial plane which are equidistant from the center of the magnet is called equatorial circle. So it will give locus of that point, so it will form one circle, so that is equatorial circle. And the popularly known equator in geography is actually an equatorial circle. So such a circle with any diameter is an equator. As we know, our earth is also a natural magnet. So in geography, this equator actually gives the equatorial circle. So now magnetic length, it is 2L. It is the distance between the two poles S and N. So that can be measured like this one. 2L is equal to 5/6 into geometric length. for that particular magnet. Now this is about bar magnet. Now turn towards the magnetic field due to a bar magnet at a point along its axis and at a point along its equator. Here this will give bar magnet of dipole length 2L. Dipole length will be 2L. Magnetic dipole moment is M. Both are vectors. So magnetic field at a point P along the axis of the bar magnet we have to find here. So here R is the distance of the point from the center O of the magnetic dipole, from center to this outside point P. Here this will give OS and ON. If you will join this one, 2 points OS and ON, which will be equal to R minus L and NP is equal to R minus L and SP is equal to R plus L. So combinedly this will give OS and ON equal to under root R square plus L square. So this magnetic field is same as electric field, which we have studied in electrostatics in previous chapter. So here large distance, for large distance, that is R much greater than L, we have to consider the electric field due to an electric dipole with a dipole moment P. It will give 2 points, or it will give 2 different cases, that is electric field at a distance R, a dipolar axis, along a dipolar axis and along equator or anti-parallel to that electric field. So here we can write down that electric field along axis, that is EA, is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0. This is just to know how they are analogous with the magnetic field. But from this formula we have to study about, or we have to derive equation for the magnetic field. So this is the equation for electric field along axis. Okay, so as we know, when there will be dipole, it will give 2 points along axis, along equator. So this is, sorry, I have written it as EA equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 2P, where P is the field, upon R cube, right? Then here axis for bar magnet, that magnetic field will be B axis equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi 2M upon R cube, and same for this electric field EA, that is along axis, it is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 2P upon R cube, where epsilon 0 it is permittivity, again a constant, mu 0 it is also permeability, which is again a constant. Same along equatorial, this E or electric field is given by 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 P upon R cube. So this will be EA is equal to RQ. That is, electric field along axis is twice of electric field along equatorial. So same we are getting here about the magnetic field. It is equal to axial magnetic field of a bar magnet BA is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi twice m upon r cube. Same for the equatorial magnetic field. Along equatorial it will give same mu 0 upon 4 pi m upon r cube. So from this one we can write down B axis, that is magnetic field along axis or the point along axis is equal to double or 2 B equatorial, that is magnetic field at the equatorial. So this negative sign shows that the direction of magnetic field along equatorial is opposite to magnetic dipole moment M, magnetic dipole moment. So this is about the bar magnet or magnetic field due to a bar magnet at a point along its axis and along the equator. Now magnetic field due to a bar magnet at an arbitrary point. Now here arbitrary point, that is instead of axis and equatorial, if that point is at another position, then it will give component form. Here that two components will be perpendicular component and parallel components. So this will be along m cos theta and m sin theta. So for this one, magnetic moment M is resolved. Resolved means get separated into components along R and perpendicular to R. Along R, that is parallel to R, and perpendicular to R. That component will be m cos theta along R, and point P is an axial point. And another one component m sin theta, it is perpendicular to R, and the point P is an equatorial point at the same distance R. So for that 2 points, that magnetic field will be given by mu 0 upon 4 pi 2 m cos theta upon r cube, which is directed along m cos theta, and B equatorial mu 0 upon 4 pi m sin theta upon r cube, which is directed opposite to m sin theta. Now the magnitude of the resultant magnetic field B, magnitude of resultant magnetic field B can be given by under root BA square plus B equatorial square, that is both are the magnetic fields. So by putting that two values, we'll get this term B equal to mu 0 4 pi m upon r cube under root 3 cos square theta plus 1. Now let alpha be the angle made by the direction of B with R. Just look at in the diagram, this alpha is here, alpha angle, which is made by that resultant. Two components are there and their resultant is here. So for that it will give tan alpha B equatorial upon B axial equal to 1 upon 2 tan theta, where the angle between direction of B and M is theta plus alpha. So these are the equations for magnetic field along equatorial, along axial, when that point is along axis, along equator, and other than that too. So this is magnetic field due to bar magnet at an arbitrary point. So just go through these points. If you have any doubt, then just text it. Thank you.